Hello, Facebook. Haven't been here for a minute and wanted to come on and talk about boundaries. This is the topic we were discussing with my man in my coaching program, Presence Over Performance, that started last Monday, and we had our coaching call, or support call rather, this Monday. And so boundaries were a big topic, and boundaries, I'm not only talking about boundaries, sexual boundaries, and I'm talking about boundaries in relationships overall with your loved ones. And because I'm addressing here the male population, boundaries with your partners, with kids, with parents, with coworkers, with employees, with bosses, everybody. So boundaries are essentially those standards that you have to protect, defend, so to speak, your needs. So sometimes you even have to put those boundaries with yourself. So the clearer you are on your needs, obviously, and your desires, the clearer you will be on your boundaries. And when it comes to romantic relationship, it has shown that men are very susceptible to women, very afraid to lose this beautiful woman, or very afraid to hurt her. And so they would forego their own boundaries to make a woman happy or please her. So there are a lot of people-pleasing tendencies that men go into with women. So I, as a woman, want to tell you right off the bat, that is not a good practice. You will not be appreciated and respected as a man if you forego your own boundaries. Maybe in the beginning of the relationship, it will be all fine, but in the long run, the more you have those values of yours and standards of yours protected, and you communicate that to your loved ones, the more you will be respected by these people. And the way you communicate it is not from a place of defensiveness or attack, right? But from a place of love. So as to another person would understand that too. So boundaries can be, you already know what's up, right? Like you already have this need, for instance, in a relationship. Like I can give you my example. I used to be in a relationship with this man who would always needed to sleep in his own bed because he was a manifester, and it's his need, and that's how he gets resourced, by sleeping by himself. So when we would meet on the during the week, I would ask him, please stay, because I so wanted closeness and attention. And he would say, no, like I have to go home because I need to be, resourced and fresh tomorrow. So I need my bed and I need to my sleep. I would get really upset about that. And he wouldn't know what to do with it. Because he didn't like that I was upset. So eventually, he, after like not knowing, he can't kind of like communicated that to me, but he would still break that boundary once in a while. And it didn't make him feel good, right? So eventually he actually put it up really strongly, and I understood that about him, and I was respectful towards that. So how do you really identify that this is your boundary? So when you are in relationship with someone, romantic relationship or friendship or any kind of relationship, right? And that person suggests for you to do something. And you check in with yourself. Does this feel good to me to do this? And if you feel like it's a no, it's not what you do, and you feel like it's a little bit like icky, like it feels a little like, ugh, not really, it's not my thing, communicate that to the person. But in a way where you may also offer an alternative, like whatever it is, and check in with that person. Does this feel good for you? And if it is, then there is a, negotiation happened. As you know, it's not news to you. Relationship is all about negotiation. And you always want to make sure as a man, because a lot of times, I know for women it may be also the case that women also forego their boundaries. We all do. All humans live in the place of, because when we were children, our needs were not met, and so we don't know our boundaries, and we cross other people's boundaries constantly, and there's a huge mess around it. So it's a learning curve for all of us. So learning your needs and your desires is the first step, and then getting very clear on what the boundaries are, and then communicating them to another person. And it doesn't mean that you don't love that person or don't respect that person. You just love and respect you. And the more you are adhering to your boundaries, and the more you are honoring that, the more you will in time realize that people honor and respect and love that about you too. And we women actually, especially in relationship, we do want men to put those boundaries up. So we actually do want to, it's also like another way of looking at it. It's sort of like a masculine core that we want to be able to bump against. Your standards, we want to know that. What it is that's you. And the boundaries can be flexible and can be adjusted in the moment time. And as I said, the way to feel into it is just to like check in with yourself, slow down, feel into it. Does this feel good to me to do what she's suggesting? Can I do that? Or can I offer an alternative? So I invite you to start practicing that. We want your boundaries, man, and we want you to show that to us so we can understand who you truly are and what your needs are, so we can also, adhere to your needs. Thank you, Louis. All right, let me know if you have any questions or comments below. Love to hear from you.